Corey Lewandowski, the former president's one-time campaign manager and senior advisor, said that Donald Trump's scheduled social media platform would kick off in 3 to 4 months. Lewandowski said on the conservative Newsmax TV network's Saturday Agenda, "We're going to have a platform where the president's message of America First is going to be able to be put out to everybody." The platform offers people the opportunity to deliberate and connect in an accessible format, devoid of worry of retaliation or being cancelled. On a March 22nd podcast, Trump said that after being banned from Twitter and other major social media platforms, he's operating on his own and would have more details soon. Trump said in an interview for Fox News contributor Lisa Booth's podcast, The Truth, said, "I'm doing things having to do with putting our own platform out there that you'll be hearing about soon." A week ago, Trump advisor Jason Miller said that Trump would return to social media in 2 to 3 months. Politico reported in February that Trump chose Lewandowski to run a super PAC as part of his forthcoming post-presidential political efforts. Facebook, even though it was banned in China, exposed Chinese hackers using the social media platform to lure Uyghurs into downloading malicious software used for surveillance. According to Facebook's Mike Divolansky, head of cyber espionage investigations, and Nathaniel Gleacher, head of security policy, hackers wrote, targeted activists, journalists and dissidents, predominantly among Uyghurs from Xinjiang in China, primarily living abroad in Turkey, Kazakhstan, the United States, Syria, Australia, Canada and other countries. Fake accounts on Facebook were used to create fictitious personas posing as journalists, students, human rights advocates, or members of the Uyghur community to build trust with people they targeted and trick them into clicking on malicious links. Wrote Divolansky and Gleacher. This activity had the hallmarks of a well-resourced and persistent operation while obfuscating who's behind it. The group known as Evil Eye or Earth Impusa has been in operation since 2019 for cyber espionage attacks against Uyghurs. The hackers created false accounts and websites which contain the malware Insomnia to infect iPhones and fake Android app stores using Action Spy and plugin Phantom. The malware merges two Uyghur-themed applications such as Keyboard app, Prayer app and a dictionary app. If the target clicks on one of these sites, their computers or phones would be infected with malicious software that allows the network to spy on the devices. According to Hacker News, such malware links to Chinese companies Beijing Best United Technology and Dalian 9 Rush Technology. Facebook resolved the problem by notifying industry peers and blocking malicious domains, taking down group accounts that hackers were using, and informing targeted people. Washington-based cybersecurity firm Volexity published research back in 2019 that claimed the Uyghur population is and will continue to be a major target for Chinese APT groups. While Uyghurs living within China are already subject to numerous forms of physical and electronic surveillance, it is reasonable to expect that they have also been targeted for digital surveillance. The Uyghur diaspora around the world are also primary targets of these digital surveillance operations. These operations can be used to track the movements of Uyghurs outside of China and spy on those that they are communicating with. Volexity believes that China has continued to increase the level of effort and sophistication they have put into targeting Uyghurs. Uyghur rights activist and member of the US Commission on International Religious Freedom, Nuri Tekel, told NBC that knowing your phone can be taken over by state-sponsored hackers is harrowing. This is one of the ways in which China finds a way to create anxiety, sense of despair, sense of hopelessness, sense of insecurity. The Washington Post reported on March 28 that the Biden administration is working on a vaccine passport that Americans will be required to show to prove they have acquired their CCP virus COVID-19 vaccine before they can do business. Various establishments, from cruise lines to sports teams, would demand people to get the vaccine before being recruited. The Biden administration appears to perceive the move as an assuring step. The passports are expected to be free and obtainable through applications for smartphones, which could show a scannable code comparable to an airline boarding pass. Americans without smartphones will be able to print out the passports. The vaccine passports will be unique and incapable of being hacked or tinkered with. Regardless of their disinclination to talk to the media, Biden's staff appears to be committed to the vaccine passports and would like them referred to as credentials or certificates rather than passport. The Washington Post noted that the project is taking place worldwide, with the CDC taking part in the divisive World Health Organization initiative to carry out the passports. The left-wing newspaper also claims that there is evidence vaccine passports could motivate skeptical Americans to get shots. Several vaccine-hesitant participants at a recent focus group of Trump voters, led by pollster Frank Luntz, suggested their desire to see family, go on vacation and resume other aspects of daily life outpaced fear of the shots, in particular if travel companies and others move to require proof of vaccination. Nevertheless, the Biden administration wishes this pressure to come entirely in the form of corporate interests requiring vaccines and does not want to use the federal government's weight to necessitate the vaccine passports.